literature review and parts of proposal. Assistant Professor Dr. Shannon Upech. Research proposal. A written statement of the research design that includes a statement explaining the purpose of the study. Detailed outline of procedures associated with a particular methodology. Basic questions. Problem definition. What is the purpose of the study? How much is already known? Is additional background information necessary? What is to be measured? How? Can the data be made available? Should research be conducted? Can a hypothesis be formulated? Basic questions. Basic research design. What types of questions need to be answered? Are descriptive or causal findings required? What is the source of the data? Basic questions. Basic research design. Can objective answers be obtained by asking people? How quickly is the information needed? How should survey questions be worded? How should experimental manipulations be made? Basic questions. Selection of sample. Who or what is the source of the data? Can the target population be identified? Is a sample necessary? How accurate must the sample be? Is a probability sample necessary? Is a national sample necessary? How large a sample is necessary? How will the sample be selected? Basic questions. Data gathering. Who will gather the data? How long will data gathering take? How much supervision is needed? What operational procedures need to be followed? Basic questions. Data analysis. Will standardized editing and coding procedures be used? How will the data be categorized? What statistical software will be used? What is the nature of the data? What questions need to be answered? How many variables are to be investigated simultaneously? Performance criteria for evaluation. Basic questions. Type of report. Who will read the report? Are managerial recommendations requested? How many presentations are required? What will be the format of the written report? Basic questions. Overall evaluation. How much will the study cost? Is the time frame acceptable? Is outside help needed? Will this research design attain the stated research objectives? When should the research be scheduled to begin? Parts of a proposal title abstract introduction/background. Problem statement. Purpose/aim/rationale/research questions. Review of literature. Methodology. Significance/implications. Overview of chapters. Plan of work. Bibliography. Creating a working title. Orient your readers to your research topic. Indicate the type of study you will conduct. Abstract. Provide a brief, 100 to 350 word, overview and the proposal. Summarize important elements. Introduction, statement of the problem, background of the study, research questions or hypotheses, and methods and procedures. Introduction/background. Establish the general territory, real world or research. Describe the broad foundations of your study. Provide sufficient background for readers. Indicate the general scope of your project. Provide an overview and the sections that will appear in your proposal, optional. Engage the readers. Statement of the problem. Answer the question, what is the gap that needs to be filled, and/or what is the problem that needs to be solved? State the problem clearly early in a paragraph. Limit the variables you address in stating your problem or question. Consider framing the problem as a question. Purpose/aim/rationale/research questions. Explain the goals and research objectives of the study. Show the original contributions of your study. Provide a more detailed account of the points summarized in the introduction. Include a rationale for the study. Be clear about what your study will not address. Purpose/aim/rationale/research questions, coded. In addition, this section may describe the research questions and/or hypotheses of the study. Include a subsection defining important terms. State limitations of the research. Provide rationale for the particular subjects of the study. Review of literature. Writing a literature review allows you to understand how other scholars have written about your topic. The range of theories used to analyze materials or data. How other scholars connect their specific research topics to larger issues, questions, or practices within the field. The best methodologies and research techniques for your particular topic. Review of literature, rhetorical functions. Situates the current study within a wider disciplinary conversation. Illustrates the uniqueness, importance of and need for your particular project. Justifies methodological choices. Demonstrates familiarity with the topic and appropriate approaches to studying it. An effective literature review should flesh out the background of your study. Critically assess important research trends or areas of interest. Identify potential gaps in knowledge. Establish a need for current and/or future research projects. Tips on drafting a literature review. Categorize the literature into recognizable topic clusters. Stake out the various positions that are relevant to your project. Build on conclusions that lead to your project, or demonstrate the places where the literature is lacking. Avoid including all the studies on the subject. Writing literature reviews. Key point. You are entering a scholarly conversation already in progress. The literature review shows that you've been listening and that you have something valuable to say. After assessing the literature in your field, you should be able to answer the following questions. Why should we study, further, this research topic/problem? What contributions will my study make to the existing literature? Methodology. Introduce the overall methodological approach. Indicate how the approach fits the overall research design. Describe the specific methods of data collection. Explain how you intend to analyze and interpret your results, i.e. statistical analysis, theoretical framework. If necessary, provide background and rationale for unfamiliar methodologies. Address potential limitations. Tips on drafting methodology. Break down your methodology into subsections. Remember that your methods section may also require supporting literature. Anticipate and preempt the audience's methodological concerns. Acknowledge major problems. Justify your approach by showing how benefits outweigh potential problems, significance/implications. Discuss the methodological, substantive, and/or theoretical contribution. State the practical and/or theoretical importance of the problem and/or objectives of your study. Explain the usefulness or benefits of the study to both the outside world and the research community. Overview of chapters. Some proposals include a sentence-length description of each chapter, i.e. Chapter 2 reviews relevant literature, Chapter 3 discusses the methodology. Other proposals include more in-depth reviews of body chapters that might include major hypotheses, arguments, methods, etc. for each chapter. Timeline/plan of work. Some things to keep in mind. Consult your advisor. Be aware of important dates for submitting and defending dissertations. Do not be overly ambitious. Remember that your proposed timeline demonstrates your awareness of the various elements of the study: travel, design, testing, and length of experiments, negotiation of entry into the study site, purchase of necessary equipment, drafting, redrafting,